Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to Inner Healer. I'm Shakri, and today we're going to be talking about struggle love. You have to say no to struggle love. That ain't cutting it. That's not enough. We need more. We not settling. Settling is for the birds. You know what you want. You're working on yourself for you to be able to deserve what you want. So we don't have to have struggle love. And then I wish I could say that love was enough to keep a relationship going. Love is not enough. People will tell you, oh, I love him, that's why. A relationship is more than just love. Honor, trust, commitment, compassion, honesty, respect. Families are being torn apart. Families are not even starting. Baby mama culture is on the rise. Everybody's a baby mama. Nobody cares about being committed and then bearing children for your husband to carry on that legacy. We meet, we hump, we have a baby. Hey, let's just try to make this work because we have a baby. There's no goals in it. We don't aspire together. You're living in the same house with someone. They have their goals. You have your goals. Y'all have children together. Y'all come from two different worlds. You don't know how to rear the children as a unit. This one saying that, one saying that one saying that. The children learn that, and now they're able to play you guys against each other. It wasn't never a sturdy foundation from the beginning. So now everything is starting to come out. The relationship is starting to deteriorate. He don't like you. You don't like him. Y'all start to sleep in separate rooms. Y'all start to not be intimate with each other. The family is deteriorating. Yeah, the child lives in the home with both parents, but what else is it? Does the child see the family moving as a unit? Or is everybody doing their own thing? Or y'all don't live together at all. A broken family was just started. You're having a baby for someone who never committed to you, who probably never even thought of being with you outside of being intimate with you. It just happened. Now it is what it is type of attitude. Because, what do? We don't see a lot of families anymore. I know that they exist. Hell, my husband and I are running a whole unit here. We have a whole shindig going on over here. My husband and I are building a whole legacy over here. So I know that families exist. And we see families when we're out. We see them. We're at the airport. We see families. We're out and about shopping. We see families. You see little boys having basketballs or footballs being pushed into their arms. Young. They're crawling around and they already have a basketball or a football. How you know they didn't want to go into the chess club? How you know they didn't want to be in the drama club? How you know they didn't want to join the band? You just automatically like, oh yeah, give them a football, give them a basketball. That's what you think of your son. A lot of people are thinking of their sons. You're literally telling them that they won't be nothing unless they have a ball in their hand. You're not telling them they can go be a doctor, be a lawyer. You're not telling them they can start their own business and run a whole Fortune 500 company. You just straight up telling them, here's this football, here's this basketball. Do your thing, son. What if that's not what he wants to do? Starting struggle love straight from the door, straight from the gate, right out the womb. Come on, son, let's struggle is what you're saying. Here, son, you're the meal ticket. Why? Why didn't you think enough of yourself to be the meal ticket and get someone of that stature or higher to build with? A lot of women think that just because they have a vagina, a man is just supposed to take care of them. What else do you offer besides vagina? Can you sustain the family if the world was to shut down? Do you know how to garden? Can you make your own foods? If there was no electricity, how would you feed your family? Can you teach your children to be self-sufficient? If the city was to shut down and you had to go out into the country, would you be able to survive? Then you have the women that aren't entitled. You have the too independent women. They're just too independent. They're coming in, and because dude from last relationship did wrong, They're automatically coming into the relationship thinking that this dude is going to do wrong. That's someone that didn't heal. That's someone that doesn't need to be with anyone else besides themselves, to sit with themselves, to learn themselves, to see where it went wrong in the last relationship, to learn from it, but not to take it with them to the next relationship. Of course, you're going to remember it so that if you see it again and it looks familiar, you know to get away from it. But you don't just take it into the next relationship. Everyone starts with a clean slate. Don't start off struggle love, toxic. So then you're super independent because you feel like you can't depend on him. So now he don't even know where he fits into your life. He doesn't see a way in. You've already given off the illusion or the energy that you're so independent that you don't need a man. But what about companionship? What about loving on you? What about taking some of that load off of you so that you can be in your feminine energy? So that you don't have to do it all by yourself. A lot of us are raised by single moms and we see that it can be done. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it should be done that way. We know that it can be done. We've seen that it's possible. But that doesn't mean that that has to be the story for our lives. Our parents want it better for us. Just like if we have children, we want better for our children than what we have. So that's what we're ultimately striving for the legacy to move forward. Every generation gets better. But how can it get better if you still stuck on, I'm so independent, I don't need to chill out for him? So now the children are having an unavailable mother when the mother is the nurturer, or they're having an unavailable father because he's working too much, or he done got into it with the mother and now he's not able to be around the child because of petty BS, adult BS that the child has nothing to do with. Then you have the men that cheat or the women that cheat. Then it's a whirlwind of insecurities within that house. No one's sleeping. Some people not eating. It's ruckus. All hell's breaking loose inside the house because someone can't be trusted now. Because someone broke that trust. In order to break that trust, there was a crack somewhere. The foundation wasn't on sturdy ground. The communication lines are blurred. All of that leads to struggle love. Everything goes back to communication. A lot of people are afraid of communication. And that's where struggle love comes from. You don't want to talk it out. Why? You don't want to face yourself. Relationships are like mirrors, reflections, showing you yourself. The communication is off because you don't want to face yourself. Or they don't want to face themselves. Something about you that they don't like is something about them that they don't like. And they don't want to face it. They don't even want to deal with it because they don't want to deal with themselves. That's an unsettled soul, a wandering soul. Too much swapping going on. Say no to struggle love. You don't have to. You don't have to be in that dynamic. Boss up on it. Start to love on yourself. And loving on yourself, self-care is an aspect of loving on yourself, like getting your hair done, getting your nails done, making yourself look good on the outside. But I'm talking about on the inside, what that soul got going on. A soul cleansing, sitting with yourself if you're able to. There's a lot of unsettled souls. There's a lot of people that cannot sit in silence. Silence literally irritates them. That's an unsettled soul. That's a soul that I don't even want to be around. You can't sit with yourself. That's tough. Why you want to sit around me? Don't try to come zapping up all my energy. Now that video was a video on struggle love. If you like what you heard in this video, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Peace.